From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. The Altmiller Playground is open once again. The city closed the park after rattlesnakes were seen there. WYLN first told you about the park closing on Friday. The city placed 6 traps at the park. Nothing was caught. Snakes were reportedly spotted on 12th Street and Garibaldi Court on Friday. Mayor Cassatt said that no snakes were spotted at the playground, just on the streets near the southwest side of the park property. The snake sightings also served as a reminder of the city's staffing woes, as Hazleton has not had its own vector control officer since 2016. The Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission removed the timber rattlesnake as a candidate to be a threatened or endangered species in 2016. In an online publication, the commission states that timber rattlesnakes are not aggressive and will avoid human contact if given the chance to flee. Unpaid bills could stop a developer from turning a former hotel in downtown Hazleton into senior apartments. According to reports, Hazleton Partners LP owes the Hazleton City Authority for unpaid water bills and Luzerne County for over $192,000 in delinquent taxes. The unpaid bills could cost the developer a $2.5 million grant that the state awarded them last year. State Representative Tara Toohill is very concerned about the project since state money was awarded to help turn the former hotel into the senior apartments. Since businesses operate in the building, HCA officials say they will keep the water on for now, but action could be taken soon. As for the $2.5 million Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program grant that was secured for the Altamont Senior Housing Project, the funds have not been officially awarded or released at this point. Developers told the city zoning board in early 2016 that he wants to convert the Altamont into a mix of 62 studio and 1 and 2 bedroom housing units. The former treasurer of the Jetto Stars Athletic Association was sentenced by a judge yesterday. 77-year-old George Fedor pleaded guilty to theft charge. He admitted to stealing $41,000 from the club to feed a gambling problem. He was sentenced to 3 years probation and must pay restitution. Police were called to a domestic dispute on Hancock Street early Sunday morning in Wilkes-Barre. 31-year-old Stephen Antonic allegedly threatened a female victim with a gun. He then shot into the kitchen floor. He fled the scene and was stopped after a brief pursuit on North Washington Street. He's charged with terroristic threats, simple assault, fleeing police, driving under the influence, and similar charges. He was arraigned and taken to the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $20,000 bail. A fire department in Luzerne County is adding to its fleet. Wilkes-Barre Mayor Tony George swore in the newest members of the Wilkes-Barre City Fire Department, Joseph Salsavage. According to fire officials, many of their firefighters have EMT training when they join the department, but Salsavage has his EMT and paramedic training. The fire department also got a new fire engine mini pumper that replaced an older model. The new engine can fit more firefighters and pump more gallons per minute than the old one. 2 neighbors of the Riverfront Park in Wilkes-Barre are teaming up with Luzerne County to help with the park's upkeep. Wilkes University, King's College, and Luzerne County are teaming up to keep the park in tip-top shape. King's and Wilkes will each contribute $20,000 each year over the next 5 years. The county will give $10,000 each year from its Marcellus Legacy funding. The money will be used for maintenance and other improvement projects. In recent months, volunteers have chipped in to cut grass, weeds, and keep the park clean from trash. This new partnership will not only mean financial resources for the park, but also volunteer opportunities for Wilkes and Kings. The Luzerne County Council will vote on the plan next week. Coming up on WYLN News, another busy day of activity at the Bloomsburg Fair, plus a delay on an upcoming turnpike project. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Get red-hot prices on furniture and mattresses during Grand Central's summer clearance sale. We have a huge selection of Lazy Boy recliners. Choose any of these Lazy Boy recliners in 30 different colors at only $3.99. Get a Catnapper Patriot Power Lift chair in any of 4 colors for only $5.99. England sofas in 4 styles and 20 colors are also only $5.99. Sealy mattress sets start at only $2.99. And you can get free delivery and up to 60 months free financing on your new Sealy mattress. Everything to make your house a home. Grand Central, downtown Hazleton, and at the Laurel Mall.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
We're about halfway through the annual Bloomsburg Fair Week. Along with the typical rides and vendors, a few additions have been made this year. WYLN's Maria Senti has more on a new barn at the fair and a long-lived craft being showcased on the inside.
After several days of long hours in the heat, hundreds of vendors and exhibitors continue to showcase and sell their products at the Bloomsburg Fair.
I like it here. It just fits what we do, and it's a wonderful place to be.
Liam Michael McKay is a 23-year-old Bloomsburg resident. He runs a family business making wooden kitchenware like mixing sticks, spoons, and rolling pins.
We started out as a fundraiser to raise money so I could go on a trip to go to Europe, and through that I discovered my passion for woodworking.
Liam's Luck Woodcraft has been around for 9 years. McKay and his parents have brought it to the fair for the past 4 or 5.
The biggest thing we do, though, is the wooden kitchenware and making the kitchenware with the old hand tools. So I will make a piece of kitchenware with the period correct clothing and the period correct tools, and somebody can see me make it from start to finish in only a half hour or more.
They used to work out of the old historical building at the fair. That building was torn down about a year ago, and the new barn has been put up in its place.
Now this barn is about a year in the making, but this Bloomsburg Fair Week is the first time people like McKay have been able to show off their skills from the inside.
It's a lot more comfortable in here. It fits with what we're trying to do here, demonstrating and showing the historical crafts and the history here. So it's a major improvement.
McKay says it's the perfect venue to not only share his passion, but also teach visitors the history of woodworking.
The most important part to me is the passion. I can share my passion, my craft with people and show them something that I enjoy, and people appreciate it.
McKay and his family are also selling dry flower vases this week. All the proceeds will go directly to the Barton House Foundation to help preserve the Antique Farm Museum.
You're supporting a historic, this is a living museum for a week. What goes on at the Barton House and here at the barn are people who actually know the trades and the crafts of that time, and they love to tell you about it and share that information with you.
In Bloomsburg, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
And for those of you who may be visiting the fair today, part of your admission will go directly to the Ronald McDonald House nonprofit organization. The fair, by the way, continues until this Saturday, September 30th. Congressman Matt Cartwright put together a roundtable to talk about healthcare in America today. 22 healthcare and industry powerhouses gathered with the congressman to talk about the shortcomings in the nation's healthcare law. Cartwright pulled together the group, which includes medical professionals, business owners, patient advocates, and insurance company professionals, at a time when Senate Republicans are mounting a last-ditch effort to repeal the Affordable Care Act. Cartwright is looking for the panel to recommend sustainable solutions to strengthen the healthcare system. 9 members of the roundtable have made contributions to Cartwright's election campaigns, totaling more than $45,000 since 2011. The Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission today announcing the postponement of a planned weekend closure on the northeastern extension in Lehigh County. The highway will remain open in both directions as the related bridge replacement is to be rescheduled. The delayed bridge replacement is slated to be rescheduled in mid to late October. This past weekend, a memorial was dedicated to the memory of Arthur Gardner, the first serviceman from the greater Hazleton area to be killed in World War II. The memorial was many years in the making, thanks to Tresckow resident Ed Szymanski. Szymanski spearheaded a movement to raise funds for the memorial, which was dedicated on Sunday afternoon. The memorial stands next to the Roll of Honor in Tresckow. The stone reads, "In memory of Arthur J. Gardner, WT2C, First Area Serviceman, who made the ultimate sacrifice for his country at the age of 21 aboard the USS Helena, December 7, 1941, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii." The funds left from the project will go to place a marker at the playground in Junedale, Gardner's hometown. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, it may be just a blanket, but it can mean so much. We'll find out more in Community and You. Plus, if you're a caregiver, there's an event coming up that you may want to know about. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Say hello to the internet of tomorrow. Compelling, absorbing, all-encompassing. Delivered to your home at up to 350 megabits per second. Now that's fast. Really fast. All so that you can do a little of this, and a whole lot of this. With none of that. Need speed? Welcome to the internet of tomorrow. Today. Get blazing fast speeds up to 350 megs from SECV. Call 877-955-SECV today.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Welcome to Community and You. Today we are going to find out about a program that is underway, and it's in memory of Al Boskov. And Kim Gormley is the manager of the Boscov store in Hazleton. How did this all come about?
Actually, our regional public relations person, shortly after Mr. Boscov's passing, was watching YouTube and saw Eunice Boscov, Mr. Boscov's wife, talking about an experience she had early on when they were first married and they were on a trip, and they came upon an accident in New York State by the Adirondacks. Albert ran to the car, he grabbed a blanket, and she said that was telling me that was what our life would be like. Albert would always be there for people. He would always have a blanket for someone. And it hit Irene that with all the needs in our communities, this is a great way of building awareness, keeping Albert's spirit alive, and really benefiting the community.
So what's going to happen with the blankets?
The blankets will go to CSS and Salvation Army, any organization that is working with the homeless or families in need. We're going to work to get them blankets. So the more donations, the better. You can't have enough. They don't expire. It's not like a can of food or anything. Blankets, we need full size, queen size, king size, just a blanket, not a quilt, not a comforter, a good basic blanket. And you don't have to buy them at Boscov's. You could buy them at any department store or store, and we'll have collection barrels, and then we'll be forwarding those to CSS and any organization that we're working with to get them to the people who need them in the community.
And it just so happens that one of those organizations and one of those people in the community is also with us today, Monsignor Joseph Kelly. Monsignor Kelly, how is this going to benefit you and the people that you help?
This is going to help a great deal. We have so many people that are homeless, so many people that are in shelters, so many people that are low income and simply can't purchase a blanket. And so we constantly are being asked for blankets, both at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton, at St. Vincent de Paul Kitchen in Wilkes-Barre, and at St. Francis Kitchen in Scranton. We're constantly being asked for blankets, not just during the really cold weather, but year-round.
This isn't the first time that you, in particular, but the organizations have also partnered in with Boscov's.
Oh, absolutely. Christmas in July has been absolutely a fantastic gift to those of us that are trying to take care of the poorest in the community. During the month of July, we have this wonderful partnership with Boscov's where we sell pinups for $1. And they're little pictures of soup bowls, just to remind people that we're trying to feed people, but we're also trying to clothe them.
I get the impression, Kim, and you have worked closely with Mr. Boscov when he was touring all of the different stores. I get the impression that something like this would not necessarily humble him, but it would, I think he'd say, oh, well, of course, you know, it was expected.
It wouldn't be a second thought for him. He always thought about people, and there's so many stories that people don't know about his kindness and his generosity. And he would go to a homeless shelter and immediately start to react to the needs that the shelter had. So to him, this is a basic, and it should be to all of us, a basic need for people that we can help with. If everybody buys one blanket, just imagine how many people will be taken care of. So it's a need in the community.
And when we talk about the stores, what are all the stores taking part? How is that going to work?
It's going to be Pottsville, Hazleton, Scranton, and Wilkes-Barre. Irene thought of it. We are her regional stores. So we're kind of putting our foot into the little pond there to see how we can help. And eventually the hope is that all the Boscov stores will be doing this to help all of our communities.
And again, all people have to do is what?
All they have to do is buy a blanket. And again, it doesn't have to be from Boscov's. It can be from anywhere. And full queen, king size, and just a basic blanket, no quilts, throws, down. They just want a basic blanket. That's what Monsignor has advised us. And bring it into the store. We have a collection barrel at the Laurel Mall. The Laurel Mall has been a wonderful partner with us. They're setting up a collection point also, and they're 200% behind this. So it's a nice partnership. But bring it into your Boscov store, drop in the collection barrel, and then we're going to get them to the organizations.
Now, Monsignor, I guess the question to you is, Kim is telling us it's all these stores are being involved. Is there that much of a need?
Absolutely. The need is far greater than most people can understand. There are people that are homeless. There are people that are living with other people. There are people that are in temporary housing, and there are people that simply are very poor.
All right. Well, we're going to get everybody out, and look at that smile. How could you say no to that smile? When is this going to go on, Kim?
It's starting today, Mr. Boscov's birthday and the first day of fall, so it seems very appropriate, and it goes to October 31st. Okay. So just stop on in, grab a blanket. You're helping somebody that may be right next door to you, right next, in the next block. You don't know who you'll be helping, but you'll help someone in your area.
And that is carrying on the legacy of Al Boskov. We'd like to thank you for joining us. The information for donations there on your screen, and we hope you will join us again on Community and You.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazleton.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just a highlight, like only WYLN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WYLN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
State Representative Tara Toohill announcing today that a new law will soon take effect that reinstates Pennsylvania-born adult adoptees the right to access their original birth certificates. Under previous law, adoptees could petition the courts for a copy of their original birth records, but the request could be denied by a judge. Act 127 of 2106 becomes official on November the 3rd. It reinstates the right of adult adoptees to apply for and receive a copy of the original birth certificate. Toohill said that she is proud to support this legislation, which Pennsylvania-born adoptees around the country have patiently waited for many years to become law. State Representative David Millard will be hosting a senior caregiver forum. The event is set for Thursday, October 5th, 6 o'clock at the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, 725 West Front Street in Berwick. The support forum provides caregivers with helpful resources and connects them with community members. If you'd like to register for the event, you can visit representativemillard.com or by calling 570-759-8734. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
It's time for the 162nd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 23rd through the 30th. Enjoy electrifying performances from some of the biggest names in country music. Martina McBride with Jody Messina, Dustin Lynch with William Michael Morgan, and the band Alabama. Plus tractor and truck pulls, figure eight race with rollover, horse pulling, and the championship demolition derby. Tickets for the Toyota Grandstand shows on sale now. The 162nd Annual Bloomsburg Fair. For more info, go to bloomsburgfair.com or call 570-387-4145.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazelton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from, always amazing prices, courteous and expert sales staff, convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazelton Honda, where you are set for life.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to p.m., Monday through Friday.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. I'm joined again this week by head coach Mike Brennan. And Coach, what do we have on this week's show?
Highlights of last Friday night's victory, and we have Nolan Schneider, junior wide receiver, outside linebacker.
And we also look ahead to a tough road trip at Delaware Valley. It's all this week on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.